So why is the Euro USD the most interesting market this week, Joel?
Yeah, so when we look at financial markets, it's been a bit of a, at least on this side of the world, it's been summer trade, some lighter, thinner summer trade. But the interesting thing about the euro is that we squeaked out 2024 high this week, and it's one of those things that kind of happened maybe a little bit under the radar, given the lighter trade and a lot of choppy consolidation that we're seeing. But it did push to a fresh 2024 high. And that kind of turned me on to maybe showing what's going on with the bigger picture with the euro.
And so do you want to talk me through what you've drawn up on the chart there?
Yeah, so what we're looking at is the euro from its record high since the inception of the euro to present day. And it's a monthly chart, as you can see here. And what we're looking at is a very clear downtrend since the market put in that record high back in 2008. But what we're seeing now, basically, going on from 2023, early 2023 to present, is a consolidation that's been going on in the market. And it's been this tight consolidation, roughly, let's say, between 104, 105, and up towards the 112 area. This consolidation has kind of lately been contracting. And what we've noticed this week is that this break to a yearly high suggests that we could be seeing a push more towards the top side, clearly, as it's pushing to a yearly high and potentially warning of a breakout. When you look at this chart, there's clearly the formation of what could be a major base, a longer term base, and it could be leading towards structural shifts. So it's basically an interesting chart because it's turning us on to this bigger picture idea that if you're looking at the euro, the more compelling trade should be, rather than looking to sell into rallies, is probably to be looking to feel comfortable buying on dips. It's not necessarily a recommendation for anybody to be getting long at the current levels, but it's more to alert people that the structure does suggest that we could be seeing a much bigger kind of structural shift that points higher. And so trading down towards the 107 or 106 area, if there are any dips or overextended dips intraday, is probably a good strategy to consider when looking at this chart. And again, when you see this downtrend, we could see a push towards the 123.50 to 125.50 area, which coincides with that 2021 high and 2018 high, respectively. So, clearly the euro is the most liquid, major euro dollar is the most liquid, actively traded major pair, currency pair, and potential market in the world. And so, it is giving us some insights into the direction potentially in the dollar, kind of lower overall on a broad basis. And so, yeah, we think it's an interesting chart to watch right now.
And then thinking on a shorter time frame, what events do you see coming up next week that might be affecting this pair?
Yeah, so again, when you're looking at Europe and North America, we're talking about some very kind of summer thin liquid trade, illiquid trade rather. And so the economic calendar becomes a little bit less relevant. When we look at next week's calendar, if you want to pay attention to some things that could be of interest, on Tuesday, there's some Eurozone inflation data that's coming out that you might want to pay attention to. On Wednesday, we have the Fed minutes. And then on Thursday, there's some PMI data out of the Eurozone along with the ECB minutes. And so these are things that, could be something that you want to watch. Of course, any updates relating to monetary policy out of the Eurozone or the ECB or out of the Fed are going to consistently be important to watch, whether that's through some official forums or through just basic central bank speak. And then I think that another theme that we should pay attention to that's kind of in a good way has died down is the geopolitical tension, which is great, but that still is something where we think that there should be some caution, where there could be potential, hopefully not escalation or re-escalation in tensions. That's going to be something that we want to pay attention to.
Thanks, Joel. Always appreciate your insight.
Yeah, always great to be here, Mark.
Import the Black Bull Markets calendar to your email to receive alerts about upcoming economic events in your inbox, enabling you to plan your positions in advance and seize trading opportunities. Follow the link in the description to get started.